Hello, I apologize for the bad lighting. This entire week is supposed to rain in Minnesota, so it is dark and gloomy, and I am on my lunch break, and I've got a gigantic salad to consume. I also wanted to start off a reading vlog for the week. It's Pride, it's June, and I have been really hankering for some queer reads. So I read queer books all the time, all year round, as a queer person myself. Let me back up. The book that I am currently reading is queer, in my opinion, and that is the third and final book in the Winnowing Flame trilogy, and that's The Poison Song. The main character, Vintage, is gay. She has a long-term girlfriend, but minor spoilers, the relationship is looking a little rocky right now. So Vintage is queer, and there is a very prominent side character who is a gay man, and there is a gay romance in this series as well, which is lovely. So there's that, but that's the third book in the series, and so I don't really want to focus on it for this vlog. This is the book I'm going to be listening to while I'm going on my hot girl walks. My walking book. As far as like the book I want to focus on and like complete is On the Same Page, and this was a book that I saw recommended by Chandler Ainsley, and she said this was a sapphic book that was actually good, and I was like, sign me up. And it's like a friends to enemies to friends to lovers. I'm kind of into that. This is a 16-hour audiobook, so like it's a good long drawn out romance, and I don't mind long romances as long as there's enough character work happening to keep me invested in the relationship. So that's going to be my primary focus of this vlog. Now I'm going to eat this salad and then take my dogs on their lunch walks because I have to do that every day now, or they get antsy and they scream at me. I know this bowl is ridiculous, but this salad looks fantastic. I just like whipped this up. Like we had leftover salad, and then I added apples, cashews, and craisins that I just like had on hand. And it already had mozz, red onions, tomatoes, and lettuce. I'm actually like weirdly excited about this. I'm crying. I'm only like 15% into this book. That's so embarrassing. Hello. Welcome. I know you can't really see anything from this angle, but like, welcome to my bedroom. So, my best friend in all the world, they like periodically go through the clothes and let me sift through what they are getting rid of. And I just have an incredible haul of free to me clothing that I picked up from their place. I also got 7 pairs of shoes. So 7 pairs of shoes and a ton of tank tops and t-shirts. I'm gonna show you all the little clothes that I got from my friend, because I thought it would be kind of fun just to mix it up. I'm loving On the Same Page. I was listening to this while I was working. I can only listen to audiobooks while I'm working when I'm working on like mindless tasks, and so I was doing a couple of mindless tasks today, and I was like, I could start this, and I'm 20% in already, and this is a 500-page romance, so I'm 20% in already, and I'm loving this. I'm loving the tension. I'm loving the friendship. I'm loving the flashbacks to when these women were in college, and then the present timeline is like 10 years later. I'm loving everything about it. First things first. Very slouchy gray tank top, but it has a weird pocket that's like the whole it's huge. Also, there's a stain right there, but I thought I might like cut out this pocket. This is weird, but nice slouchy hanging out at home tank. Oh, this one I really like. Here's a tank. It's got like pretty deep armpits, so you know, wear this with a cute, what is that called, bralette. Show off a little bralette action. Here is a cropped, oh, that's the front back. I'm bad at this. I don't know how to do a fashion cropped. Also this shirt, cropped tee, green color. I F with that. Now this doesn't look like it would fit me, okay? But this looks so good on me. This, like, would you call this a crop top or a bralette? But like, it's very stringy, shiny silver material. A spot of fun. Here is a t-shirt that they cut up to become a cropped tank top. I don't know how to speak about fashion. I'm like fumbling my words, but just like a t-shirt. Good for the summer. Oh, I like this a lot, this one. It is a oversized jean shirt that is also cropped. Like, it's oversized this way. There's pockets. How fun. Oh, some pants. You love a good pant. And it's got the scrunchy ankles. And it's like a drawstring. Very fun color. And then a skirt. Brown. Suede. Not suede. Corduroy. Brown corduroy skirt. And this looks really good on me. This looks so good on me. Another skirt. This also looks good on me. This velvet green number. This is the color of my office, so I definitely vibe with this. Color warning, these gigantic pink basketball shorts, I kind of love them. For exercise, running around, playing basketball. Not that I would ever play basketball because I'm terrible at it. But, you know, walking the dogs. It's more my vibe. And then Under Armour bicycle short. These actually fit really well. We got lots of tanks for summer, but this is a black velvet tank. It's like a black velvet. I don't know, it's kind of fun. Speaking of velvet, here's another velvety tank, but it's a little bit more cropped. And it's got strings for the sleeves. And it's like shiny. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna put all these clothes now that I'm pulling everything out. I love this dress. This is a green sheath dress with like a cutout. Can you see that? Like with a cutout. And it has black ribbon detailing at the bottom. And this looks stunning on me. Stunning. I love how I look in this. I need to wear more dresses. Almost done, almost done. And then we've got a yellow cropped tank. Although I have such a short torso, this almost doesn't look cropped on me. This is a sweater dress that they cut up into a cropped, very cropped, very cropped shirt, like t-shirt. It used to have like long sleeves and it was like a full-length dress. Honestly, I would wear the crap out of that. Another gray tank. This one's like really ratty and soft. Boop, 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 boop. Love that. Bumming around the house type wear. Another tank. Cropped tank. Another cropped tank. This one's black. I like this one a lot too. Bodysuit. This is a high-necked bodysuit. You can see it goes all the way down. It's kind of like this mauve, like mauve color. Excellent, excellent. Second bodysuit, which is sleeveless, so, and it's got a thong bodysuit, and you, like, if I hold this up to my body, you're like, Hannah, there's no way. There is a will, and there is a way, and there is a stretch. And then, last but not least for the clothing is a tie-dye t-shirt, also cropped. And then they also gave me a second one just like this, but like in a yellow and green colorway, and I already wore it, so it's dirty. So that was all the clothes they gave me. I'm now looking at this pile and trying to figure out how this is gonna fit in my closet. Yikes. Oh, no, no, no. Don't need to bark at all the neighborhood dogs. No, no. He's a good boy. Oh, oh. Hello. It is much later, and I'm now 50% of the way through this book. I'm like dying. It's very sexy. This is very sexy. I'll say this. This is very hot. This is one of the best done miscommunication tropes because it's actually meaningful, and it's like a true miscommunication, just instead of like two characters just not talking to each other. It's my day off. Why did my body want to wake me up at 6:30? Boop. Boop. Good morning. I'm kind of shocked that I'm up at 6:30 on a day I have off. But let me get comfortable. Hello, good morning. I wanted to do a reading update for y'all. I also wanted to give a more in-depth summary on the same page. Because when I was initially talking about this book in the introduction, I didn't really know what this book was about. And now that I've read like 65-70% of it, I'm more adequately equipped to discuss this book. It's about two women, Gianna and Riley, and they're both, I believe, 30. And so these women met when they were freshmen in college. They were roommates, randomly assigned roommates in college. And we're actually following two timelines. From Riley's perspective, we are following the present timeline of the story of these women when they're 30. And in the present timeline, we're seeing, the kindlings of romance brewing between these two. But in Gianna's perspective, we are getting flashback chapters to when they were younger and their friendship was starting to develop. And so this is a friends to lovers situation. And I really enjoyed Gianna's character arc and how she grows. When she was, just 18, a young, angry, young kid, and how her, how she learned and grew. And I really, really love that storyline. And we're still continuing to get flashbacks from Gianna's perspective. And so that's what this book is about. So this is a friends to lovers In the present timeline, they are having some miscommunication. This book is called On the Same Page, and for a while, these two actually have a reasonable miscommunication between them. Hi. They actually have a miscommunication between them, which leads to a scenario in which they may or may not be friends with benefits. And then that develops into, I'm sure, a romance, because I'm not done with the book yet, obviously. They haven't admitted their actual love for each other in terms of a romantic love. They're very platonic up to this point, at least. I am loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I can't put it down. Yeah, hiccup. I'm having a great time. I'm just really enjoying my time reading this. It's not just smutty in terms of like a number of scenes in which the two have relations. This is sexy in that they're flirty. The two characters are flirty with each other. They give each other these like meaningful looks, these knowing glances, these little touches. And it all just builds up into this incredibly sensual feeling that we're, as readers, getting to partake in. And so this is like a super sexy book in that way. This is reminding me a lot of Mistakes Were Made by Meryl Wilsner in terms of the sexiness. And it's also sapphic, which more sapphic books like this. I might read more by Haley Cass after this one. I'm just, you saw it in one clip, I was literally crying over some character work. So there you go. So now I think I have to snuggle my boy. I'm gonna drink my coffee and snuggle my dog and listen to more of this book. All right, y'all, I'm ready for the day. I've been reading. I've got 20 minutes left of the book. It's 5 stars. It's absolutely a 5-star read. But I want to go out and about and get my crafting supplies, which means making a pit stop at my mother's house because she has all of the like equipment for the craft that I want to do, so I don't have to go out and buy everything. And she's not using it, so she is kindly letting me borrow her equipment. But I'm gonna probably listen to this book in the car while I'm driving around. I'm also stopping at the craft store to get like the few supplies that I need that my mom doesn't have, and then I'm actually also going to the bookstore and unhauling some books. If you've seen my last unhaul, it's basically those books. I added a couple more to the pile, but I don't want to film another unhaul. That's not my usual content. I maybe film an unhaul every couple of years. But yeah, so come along. I might not film my family, but that'll be a nice surprise. My aunt is actually moving back to Minnesota from Florida, and she's staying with my mom, so it'll be really nice to see my auntie as well. Alrighty, thank you. Hello, I am back from my errands. You saw me a tiny little bit at the bookstore. That was the most I could handle about when it comes to like filming in public. That's about all I can do. I did get those books that I showed off, so great haul. I got rid of 4 grocery bags full of books, and I got $57 for them, and my total was $73. So really, I got all those books for like
$15.50 or something like that. Wild. That's girl math. So that was a lot of fun. And then I wanted to show you all the things I got from the crafts store. So my mom came through and she was just throwing things at me. She's like, I have all this crafting supplies here. Do you want this? Do you want this? She just kept, so she gave me tools. She gave me, you know, a crimper, a wire thing, a pliers, oh my gosh, and then a wire cutter, some tweezers, wire, and, you know, thread for beading. She gave me this entire kit of seed beads. She gave me so much. She gave me earring supplies. She gave me like this thing and she's like, here, make a keychain. Here, make another keychain. Here's some silver spacers. So she gave me all of that. She gave me these brown seed beads too, because I'm making something brown. Thank you, Mama. Love you very much. So she just was like throwing things at me. It was great. And then I got all of these beads from the store. Aren't they so pretty? So I'm making a project that I saw on TikTok where you get beads that are the color of your family's eyes and you make bracelets out of them. And I thought that was such a good idea. I was thinking mine are more of the gray. I don't know, you tell me. There we go. So we got brown for the bubs, for the babies. We've got this clear blue for Ryan. His eyes are a little darker than this, but this was the closest they had. And then kind of gray blue for me. And then these are just spacers that are going to go between. Here's my progress so far. It's not done yet, but that's the look. I really like how it looks. I love the colors and the variegation in the beads. The dark brown and the kind of ambery and the gray blue and the bright blue. This is such a cute project. Oh my god. I mean, I need to glue here, like right where the tie is, so it doesn't come untied, but not bad. You probably have no idea what day it is. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Today's Friday. I started this vlog on Monday, and I thought I better give you an update on what's been going on. Haven't talked to y'all in a bit. So I'm actually logging in to work. It's about 7:30. I'm logging into work for the day. What have I been reading? So after I read On the Same Page, I started reading the third book of the Winnowing Flame trilogy, which is called The Poison Song, and I have really slowed down my reading of this series. I've just been taking my time. I only listen to a little bit every single day, so I'm really not that far into it. I'm maybe 30% into this book after a couple days, which is not typical for me. Usually I'll blast through audiobooks, but I've slowed down a bit. I've been watching some TV shows more. I've been gardening. I've been crafting, you know, kind of pursuing all hobbies I enjoy. But I did want to say I am enjoying The Poison Song. This is a great trilogy. I really loved the first book.
The second book was pretty good, not as good as the first book, and then I'm now on the third one, and I am enjoying it. So, you know, I'm enjoying reading my queer books this week, but I've just really slowed down, and I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that. I have a friend coming over to co-work today, which is going to be fun. We enjoy doing that a couple times a month if possible. So, yeah, it's just been, I've had a really pretty good week, and I want to keep the vibes going. But I really appreciate you watching this vlog if you've made it to this point.